Paige. Christyn, you've been very outspoken, I think, in a terrific way about social justice issues, and that was a big focus of this WNBA season. Was Does the WNBA impact you in that way, empower you a little bit in terms of how much the league has focused on that? And if you could maybe, if it has, if you could talk about how it has impacted you.
I mean, yes, it's impacted me. I follow a lot of WNBA guys on social media. So just to see them being aware and participating in certain things is very important to me because I want to be in the league one day. So just knowing once I get there, they're doing some of the same things that I'm doing right now. So I think that's pretty cool.
And Paige, what is there one piece of advice you've gotten that's been the best in terms of dealing with the expectations, not just of being a top freshman, but a top freshman at UConn? And if there is, who gave it to you?
I don't know. The kind of best advice I've got was to just don't worry about it. My dad, he's always preached to me, just be me, be the best version of myself I can be. And then coach, he's always talking to me about how I just need to focus on being a better teammate, being a better player, and not focus on all the outside noise. Because I haven't done anything yet. I've not even stepped foot on a college court. So I have a lot to prove and just a lot to work on. And coach always tells me to just focus on making the easy things look easy. And obviously the hard things look easy as well, but just working on little details and just worrying about myself and my game and my teammates and how we play together.
Thanks to both of you.
Thanks, Mechelle. As you ask a question, just remember, go ahead and state your media affiliation. So next up, Jeff Jacobs.
Hi, Jeff Jacobs from Hearst, Connecticut. This is for both of you guys. Unlike your coach, who I think voted in the 1916 election, this is your first one around. And there's been, as Mechelle foreshadowed, there's so much talk about social injustice and everything. I wanted to ask you both what the vote means to you. There's been talk, now it's time for action next week. And have both of you voted yet, or what are your plans for voting? Thank you.
We'll start with Chris.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I've voted, definitely. It's very important to me because my grandmother went doorstep to doorstep to try to get people to vote back in the day. So I feel like it's my duty to vote. And so that's very important to me. So yes, this is my first time voting.
How did you do it? Can I ask you?
Absentee ballot.
Mm-hmm.
Paige?
Yeah, I voted by absentee ballot too. Yeah, it was really big for me. I just turned 18 last year, so it's my first year I could vote. It was really big for me to use my platform and use the social media image that I have to try to get people to vote. And I can't ask other people to do it if I don't do it myself. So getting out there and voting was really big for me. And just, we can talk about change all we want, but until we take steps toward action, it's not going to mean anything. So it was really big for all of us to use our voice and vote.
Let's go to Patrick Eaton-Robb.
Just trying to unmute myself there. Hey guys, congratulations to both of you. Christyn, can you talk, obviously Meg left a year earlier than was expected and you guys have no seniors. So can you talk about taking up that leadership mantle? Who's been the leaders on this team and what's it been like kind of being the elder statesman on such a young team?
Yeah, so me and Liv are two of the most experienced players on the team right now. So me, Liv, and E, she's the oldest on the team. We've been taking up that leadership role. It's obviously a lot different than freshman and sophomore year because we have a lot of more responsibility this year. So it's been different, but the younger guys have been so good. They have a willingness to learn and they listen and very competitive. So it's been good, but they've made it easier for us.
And Paige, can you talk a little bit about finding that role for yourself in terms of being a point guard and being a freshman at the same time? When do you decide that you need to speak up and take on kind of a leadership role? And when do you defer to other players, and how tough has that been to kind of integrate that as a freshman?
Yeah, I think that's really been big for me. It's like what I've been focused on the most. When I first got here, I was just trying to find where I fit in and where I was like where my role was on the team. And I found that how I have the ball in my hands a lot, so I'm gonna have to use my voice. Offensively and defensively, I have to talk. And I'm a freshman, but I can still try to help lead this team because, like we said, we're really young, and we can't just rely on our 3 upperclassmen to do everything for us. We have to make it, like Christyn said, easier for them as well. And we have like 6 freshmen, so there obviously has to be a leader in that group as well. So I'm just trying to step up and like obviously follow Christyn, Liv, and E's role, but also try to find that leadership spot for me as well.
Let's go to Howard Megdal.
Thank you, and thank you all for taking the time to chat with us. I have one for you, Paige, and one for you, Christyn. Paige, to start with you, when you think of and define success as your freshman year, how do you define it, statistically or otherwise?
I would say obviously winning in everything that we do. I hate losing, so I mean, success to me is winning everything, not just games. It's drills in practice, competitive drills we do on and off the court, just winning everything, being a better player, being a better teammate, just improving in like every aspect of my game and doing whatever coach and my teammates need me to do to win, and just helping our team camaraderie, our team chemistry, and then all that will like go into winning on the court. So it's just trying to win and be competitive in everything that I do.
Thanks. And Christyn, you had the ability to impact right away in this program. I mean, whether it's the 28 points in Notre Dame, double figures as a freshman, knowing that and knowing what you experienced, what's the one thing you wish you'd known as a freshman that helped you the most that you've told Paige, you've told the other young people on this team?
That's a great question. I would say as a freshman, I would tell myself that you're going to be in a slump. You're going to get there at some point, but just to rely on your teammates to help you bring you out of it, and rely on your coaching staff as well. Once you get down, they're going to help you up regardless. So I would have told myself that freshman year.
Thank you both.
Let's go to Jenn Hatfield.
Hey everybody, Jenn Hatfield here from Her Hoop Stats and the Next. I just wanted to follow up on Jeff's question for you both earlier about social justice and voting. I'm curious, since you guys have voted already, do you have special plans for election day, or what are you guys going to do? I know a lot of teams are not practicing, so if you guys are in that boat, you may have some more time to fill.
We'll start with Christyn.
I don't know. We're practicing, right, Coach? I don't know. Like, we haven't gotten our schedule yet. We're not. Oh, well, we're going to Coach's house for election day. So, to have dinner, I guess. But other than that, nothing.
Okay. We will go to Doug Bonjour for our final question for the players. Doug.
Hi, Christyn. Just wanted to ask you about bubbles, because obviously that's been a topic of conversation. I know the length is still determined, or even if there will be bubbles at all, but just for a student athlete, how manageable do you think that would be to be, in that type of environment for, a week, 2 weeks, or longer?
I mean, I think it'll be manageable. At this point, I'm willing to do anything to play, to have a season. So whatever we have to do, I'm with it. And I'm sure I can speak for our team. But I think it would be manageable.
Paige, any thoughts?
I mean, yeah, all of my classes are online now anyway, so I don't have anything to go to. So I can do it all remotely. And like Christyn said, I'm ready to play. Like you can put us anywhere and we're going. So yeah.